Hello and welcome once again to Akosie's vlog. If you are new here, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you're done. Since we are still in the festive season, today we are going to prepare one of the most popular and demanded soup recipe during any special occasion, which is the Wrewre soup or the melon seed soup. Kindly relax and enjoy yourself and pay attention as this soup requires a lot of details and care to pull it off. Yes. So first of all, we need a seasoning powder, some proteins. I have some cow tail or oxtail, some goat meat fish, my melon seeds, I have some habanero pepper, some fresh tomatoes, my onion, ginger, salt to taste, and then some tomato paste. That is optional. To begin with, I'm going to put my pre-cooked cow feet or Kotodwe into a saucepan. I have been pre-cooking it for almost 2 hours because this is the hard type. Yes, the one from Ghana, so it's very hard. So I'm going to add some of the leftover water that I cooked it with in the saucepan. Yes, it's very flavorful and please don't throw it away. So in the saucepan now, I'm adding my oxtail or Padua and then some goat meat to it. You can add any protein of your. I'm going to salt it. Like I always tell you, this is the saltiest part of my food, so I make sure I add enough salt to it. And when I was cooking my cow feet too, I didn't add any salt to it. The Padua or the oxtail was also roasted. So now I'm going to allow it to cook and then take out all the stones or unwanted substances from my melon seeds. So those of us wondering what type of seeds we are using today, this is a very specific type of melon seeds that are distinct from the agushie that we all know. These are very small, thin, and look like sunflower seeds. These melon seeds are used specifically for this soup and require some more attention in order to get a final product. Yes, the final product is really amazing and incredibly fragrant soup. So when I'm done taking out the chaff from it, it's time to roast it. So here I'm going to roast it till we hear the pop sound. Yes. Se wu numa kwapim se beji tata eye saa na na chese ebene nteno mamunti se de esi a eye. The roasting of the seed at this stage is the most important part of this whole special soup. Yes, if you burn it, you're not going to get that red taste as the final product. Yeah, internal. Shana one shano oti se e popia na adru se will be able to every janus. You can use the mortar and pestle, the ones for pounding palm nuts for this one. Yes, abewodruno. Betimi de sia kopim se befi we are not de go apotoyu em no asa atwi na wa hono ni nsum kama, but alternatively we are using blender today. So we are checking on our soup too at this stage. Now it's cooking beautifully and we want the water to at least evaporate a little before we start seasoning it. So I'm going to add my tomato, my onion, ginger, and then my habanero pepper to it. Yes, I'm going to cook this for at least 5 minutes or till it's soft enough and then take it out before seasoning it. Alternatively, you can cook it separately, but I prefer to do it this way today. So I'm going to chop my onions into smaller cubes too. You can also blend it together with some ginger and some garlic, which are optional, but then I'm going the traditional way today. So I'm going to chop it on the chopping board, but then I prefer to do it this way. This is how our mothers do it. They chop it in their hands, and this one is faster to me than using the chopping board. So I'm going to add one of the tomato to it, and in my blender, I'm going to blend it till it's smooth. Now, what I learned from my grandmother and my mother is that when I add tomato whilst blending it, it makes the oil draw out. Yes. I don't know the scientific approach to it, but then that is what I've learned, and it has been proven to be true. So I'm going to blend till it's smooth whilst checking on our tomatoes or our vegetables. So it's done here. I'm going to put it in a saucepan till it cools off before I blend it. Now, if you do it this way, make sure to be counting the ingredients you put in the soup so that you don't leave some in. Here I'm adding my seasoning powder, my chopped onions. Feel free to add any seasoning powder or cube of your choice, but remember to do it in moderation. Yeah. Cover it when you're done and allow it to simmer for at least 5 minutes till it's well seasoned, and then we will check on our melon seeds or Wrewre seeds. So here I've blended the first one and the second one. I mixed it with a lot of water, and I'm even rinsing it or rinsing the blender with water too. So what I normally do is that at this stage I don't add a lot of water because it will determine how watery or how thick your Wrewre soup will be. So be on the safer side or on the air side. Just add a little bit of water, you strain in your colander, or you use the ones with the tiniest nets like you see here. Akatoa or agushie is what most people know. Those are flat, round, white melon seeds. But this one, like many seeds, offer a lot of nutrients and benefits, including plant-based protein and fatty acid. I include them regularly in my diet for these reasons. Yeah. So if you want to have a plant-based nutrient, or if you want to get a lot of nutrients from plants, this is a great substitute for you. And because of the price, a lot of people do not like making this delicious soup, but trust me, that is worth it. Yeah. So now that I was done blending and straining it, it's time to restrain it again into my soup so that I make sure that I don't have any chaff inside my soup. I have seen a here, so also so first one. Sason is soup beam said a beya and tetano and ko edrianinim. Timanshe teta and kayedi kum. Cover it and then reblend it again. When you are done, you pour it while straining it one more time into the soup. You see, this one is a little bit lighter because we restrained the chaff and blended it. So we are straining it one more time. So when you are done, give it a quick stir and then cover it to allow it to simmer on medium heat. And quite way fatten tomato and as a tomato paste and cajon. But for some personal reasons, I like to add some tomato paste to it to give it more color. I don't like the white color at all. And that was something that made me lose out on this delicious soup as a child. And I don't want my kids to also lose the benefit of this healthy soup too. Whilst the soup is cooking beautifully, I'm blending my ginger, onion, habanero pepper and tomato till it's smooth, and then we'll continue the process. Now, to my existing and new viewers, thank you guys so much for the love you continue to show me anytime I upload my video. If you like my recipe today, please feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll be one of the first people to know anytime I upload any of my videos. Rinse the blender after you're done pouring the vegetables into the soup and allow it to cook on medium heat till it thickens, but don't forget to stir everything inside before you do so. Now you cover your pot halfway, or you can leave a wooden ladle on top of it if you don't want it to flow over like I did previously. So if you do not add any tomato paste to it, this is how the melon soup should look like. This is the color you should get when you are done preparing this. But since I don't like it, I'm going to add a tablespoonful of tomato paste to it to make it more colorful. Be stirring intermittently, focusing on the base of your saucepan because it can burn, and then you cover it to allow it to cook beautifully. You will know it's ready when oil starts forming on top of it. Now it's foamy, but then when it's ready, I'll show you how it would look like. After, I'm going to add my fish. This one, I fried it to be a little bit hard so that when it enters the soup, the juice can make it soft. Yes. So our soup is almost done, and trust me, you will love the aroma. So now that the fish is inside the soup, we are going to allow it to cook on medium heat till we see oil on top of it. This should take roughly 20 to 30 minutes, yes, or even more. So this is how it's coming up. You see oil on top of it. And finally, this is the final product. Yes, our soup is mostly almost done at this stage. So I'm going to garnish it with some green habanero pepper. Allow it to simmer on low heat for 5 minutes. And then I'll take it off and serve with any swallow of my choice. Today, I am going to eat it with some omutu or rice ball. You can eat yours with fufu, banku, or even rice. Yes, and it goes really well. The aroma is heavenly too, and anybody who would eat this soup would always ask for more. And for those wondering how this soup tastes like, it's just like peanut butter soup, but then this one is a little bit flavorful. Yes, so like I told you, if you're allergic to nuts, this is a great substitute for you because Wrewre or melon seed is a seed and it has a lot of nutritional benefit too. So try it out and give me feedback in the comment section when you are done. Merry Christmas once again. Thank you, lovely people, for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share me out, comment on my videos. Give me a thumb up if you really love today's recipe. Until we see each other next time, Miss Bye-bye.